I'm not really cutting into the gap ahead. Oh, but Antola makes a mistake. That's going to give us an opportunity here. We just have to get a better exit. Oh, and Boss made a mistake too. Do I have a chance? I don't know. Hey everyone, my name is Alex. I'm the developer of Throttle Trace, and we just released a demo, which I am very excited about. And so to celebrate, we're going to do a classic last to first challenge. So the way that this challenge works is I'm going to start every race from the back. I'm just going to retire from every qualifying session, start from the back, work my way through the field. I don't necessarily need to win every race because we're going to play the full 3-race rookie season that's available in the demo. So I don't necessarily need to win every race, but I need to be working my way up there in order to win the championship. That is my ultimate goal. Start every race from last, win the championship. And this challenge is going to be made harder by the fact that, one, my team is not very good. Looking at the team ratings, we are the 10th ranked team. So we're definitely in the lower midfield, to put it charitably. Also, the difficulty is going to be 70%. And frankly, I have no idea how feasible this is. 70% for me is a comfortable win when just playing normally, but starting from the back every race is going to be very challenging, made more difficult by the fact that these races are going to be only 5% races, the shortest possible distance. That's going to be 3 or 4 laps, depending on the track. That's just not a lot of time to be working my way through traffic. Anyway, we're going to respond to some messages. I have my agent talking to me about the driver market and my performance rank and how these things are important. And hopefully we do well enough to actually earn a contract for next season. I also have my teammate Sally, who is a real one. We love Sally. Sally is texting me. It is her rookie season 2. So we're going to bond over that. We're fellow teammates, fellow rookies. We're in it together. And yeah, without further ado, we are going to jump into qualifying, but we're not going to actually race qualifying. We're going to immediately retire from the session, and we'll go ahead and fast forward and let the AI drivers finish the laps. And you can see we are starting from the very back. I'm trying to decide if I want to go for an undercut or an overcut. I think I'm going to stick with the soft tires and try to work my way through traffic as best as possible. Sometimes I can hold on to the soft tires for an additional lap, but we're not going to have too much flexibility there. Anyway, into turn 1, I am taking it very easy. Usually there's a little bit of carnage into turn 1. Everyone kept it pretty clean that time, but I was able to get a better exit. Again, on 70% difficulty, I'm going to be faster through the corners in general. Generally, I'm just like a lot better on quarter exits with the AI than the AI at this difficulty. And yeah, so far, no wild carnage or anything. We're all the way up into 14th, 13th position. This is going extremely well. Sometimes you get a little overcooked into that corner a bit. Sometimes you get a little bogged down in traffic and there's just nowhere to go, and your progress stalls. So that's very much what I try to avoid as I get the overtake done on Alson there and have Hader ahead. Yeah, we are already in lap 1 up into the points paying positions. Amazing. This is going so well. Honestly, my tires are pretty good. I'm going to respond to the cars ahead that looks like they're staying out, so we're going to pit for clean air. We're going to pop into the hard tires. This is a 3-lap race, so we have 2 more laps to go. I'll fast forward through the pit lane. We're going to come back out in 18th position. On fresh tires, we should be able to catch back up to the pack very quickly. We're already passing the Called Wicks, is the name of that black and white livery team there. Yeah, 16th position. Everything's going well. Like, truly, I haven't made any mistakes. Holding on to my tires well. I had that one small moment into the corner, this corner coming up on the previous lap. Otherwise, doing pretty well as I try to hang around the outside. That's not really on, but I keep my nose in there. And Hilver is very accommodating to not chop my nose off. And I am through. Okay, so we are coming back into the points paying positions. Here's Sally ahead. I'm going to be extra careful. I really don't want to cause an incident for my teammates because she's so nice to me, and also my team principal will not like it if I'm crashing into my teammate, nor will anyone else. The whole paddock will definitely hold that against me. It's very much a no-no. Okay, where are we going to come out? It looks like everyone ahead is pitting. We're up into third. Yeah, third position. We have Antola ahead and Voss ahead of them. I do not know. They are on the soft tires. I'm going to be a little bit faster, I think, but not much faster, as my worn hard tires are just not going to be quite quick enough. Am I getting DRS here? I am. I think we can catch Antola by the end of this lap. I think second place is a very strong start to this challenge. I had honestly, after the first lap, kind of thought I might have a chance at winning, but again, 3 laps is just not a very long time to recover. The other races are 4 laps, and I think a little bit easier to complete coming all the way from the back at this difficulty. I'm not really cutting into the gap ahead. Oh, but Antola makes a mistake. That's going to give us an opportunity here. We just have to get a better exit. Oh, and Voss made a mistake too. Do I have a chance? I don't know. Okay. That wasn't the best corner exit, and Antola has a better engine. Oh my god, we didn't quite make it. So we grabbed the podium. Honestly, that should have been second. I was a little conservative on that last corner because I didn't really know what Voss was doing. Sometimes when the drivers ahead make a mistake, you have to, the auto lane system will move you out of the way, but in doing so, you are not able to carry as much speed as you normally could. So I was just playing it safely. Maybe a little bit too safe. Sally has messaged me to express her excitement over my debut podium, but she was letting me know that my dance moves, my podium celebration needs a little bit of work, which I think is fair. And then our agent is checking in. Looks like Bond Racing has already given me a formal offer after week 1, so I think understandably, were very happy with my podium on debut performance. And it looks like Fiscari, Alpice, Cross, Rapid Beast, Ashton Vale, and Colbeck all have been asking around about me. So I think that I will have a chance to maybe sign with an even better team. Not that I would ever want to leave Bond Racing. I should also point out that we started last race as a bronze performance rank at 50%. We have jumped all the way up to silver and also 91% silver. So we have made a massive step forward in our development. You can kind of see in that chart in the bottom left there. And that performance rank is very much what determines one of the main factors in my overall reputation and how interested other teams will be in signing me. Let's see, this is 4 laps. I think a medium to hard tire strategy is probably the best here. Thinking about going long with a long hard tire stint. Let's start with the hard tires. So at least gives us the option for a 3-lap first stint. Maybe if we get a lot of clean air on that 3rd lap, we can make up some ground. And also have a final charge on the soft tires for our last stint. But we'll just see how this goes. Okay, got a little bogged down into turn 1 there as cars ahead had minor offs. Again, a little bit of chaos ahead, but we're thankfully didn't get held up. There was a gap there that I didn't quite get on the power early enough to take, and then I stuck my nose around the outside there when I perhaps should not have. So not quite as clean of a start. We're only up into 20th place. Can I hold around the outside here? There's a gap. I'm going for it. Yeah, there we go. That was pretty good. Up in 16th. Hanging around the outside, 15th. Didn't quite get the overlap I needed there to hold it around the outside of Bairn, but we are hanging on through all these corners. Got much better position on that final corner to get the overtake done. Also on the back of Hader and Holver ahead. Hater's going to have slightly better engine, but we are just going to brake really deep. Ooh, maybe a little too deep. Yep. Sent it a bit, but thankfully Hater also made a mistake, and we were able to hold on to that. Hopefully the stewards don't look too hard at that one. I think it will be fine. My teammate ahead, a great start to the race for my teammate, who's also on the hard tires. So yeah, well done, Sally. I'll see you later, but good job. Keep it up. All right. And now we have Halkin ahead, Halton, who I might be taking next season because I believe that they are retiring in their age 41 season. As I am just kind of barely holding on to these tires. Everyone ahead is pitting. I am going to stay out. I don't strictly know if that's the best choice, but I think the clean air is really what I want right now. Looks like Voss also stayed out. So actually, maybe I should have pit just to run an offset strategy because they are 6 seconds ahead. So making up 3 seconds a lap is going to be a tall order. They actually were faster than me in that lap, which is wild. Huh. Well, the gap is closing. Clean air is just very, very useful, especially, at this difficulty level. Not having to deal with traffic is always going to be best for me. Although, I mean, to be fair, that is true at the higher difficulty levels as well, and also in real life racing. Dirty air is very much modeled in this game. So as we get up onto the back of the stair here, you actually see a bit of the effect as I struggle in that last corner. So we're definitely on for another podium. Soft tires for sure this last lap. Yeah, we'll catch Antola there. I'm not too worried. We're going to send it on the stair around the outside. Ooh, they held on pretty well. Oh. Okay, yeah, any shot of grabbing first place, I think, is down the drain there, as we are losing a lot of time to the stair. And in fact, I think I'm a little worried about locking up the second place spot now, which we definitely need to have any shot. Although I am very worried about if we are going to pull off this challenge or not at this stage, because that will be back-to-back wins for Voss. That's going to require, even if we win the next race, Voss, doing quite poorly in order for us to have a shot. And their run of form is really strong right now, so I don't see that happening, but you never know. So we do come home in second. Whew. Yeah, second place. Voss was once again faster than us on that final lap, so just even at 70% AI difficulty. Yeah, still the best of the best. Yeah, you can see our pace was not that much better than everyone else's. Oh, I thought that we would be in second place right now, but no, Antola also has matched our result, which makes a lot of sense. So I think basically we need to win this race, and Voss needs to have just an absolute disaster, which could happen. They could get taken out into turn one. We got offers from pretty much everybody. So not surprisingly, the whole paddock is now very interested in my services, which I think is fair, having gotten back-to-back podiums in my first 2 races ever. I think the game is properly evaluating my prodigious talent. Yeah, Voss is back in 8th. That's very interesting. I hope that they have a terrible start. I wonder if there's anyone we can bribe to take them out into turn 1. Maybe a new feature idea. I think I like starting with the hard tires and having that option. I'm not sure if we should have stayed out on that last lap in the last race, but it's just good to be flexible and not be battling with my tires fading, in my first stint. So starting with the hards, we're going to take it very easy in turn 1. It's a very tight turn 1, and often there's a lot of chaos, which you can see kind of kicking off now. Really nowhere to go, though, as I am very boxed out. So I'm just trying to take it easy and not run into the back of anyone. And we make it through in the 17th place. If I can hold on to this, I will definitely hold it in the next corner. So we go lay on the brakes into a thankfully large gap ahead of us that we could break into. And that's job done there. Everyone gets a little bit backed up through the double chicane in the middle of the lap here. So far, we're doing okay. Haters all the way back in 14th, which is a little funny given just how well their teammate has performed this year. Maybe an opportune time to shout out that I think Throttle Trace does quite a good job of simulating race results. It does come with a database editor. I encourage folks to jump in there and poke around with the different ratings and see how that affects the outcomes of races. You can also fully simulate races, like entire race weekends. You can also, I think we saw a little bit earlier, I accidentally pressed spectate mode, so you can just spectate races. There's also a race engineer mode, so you can spectate races, but still control pit stops, and if you enable battery management, you can control that as well. And then there's also a pace setting that you can choose, similar to other racing manager style games. Basically, instruct your driver to push or conserve, which will have a corresponding effect with how quickly their tires wear out. So yeah, that's a lot of fun too if you prefer a more passive way of playing the game. Do we pit here or not? We are staying out. Yeah, we're just going to do it. Where is Voss? Voss is in 12th. Wow. Okay. It's race on. Can we win this? We're up in the first now. Granted, we are a pit stop behind. Oh, but we also have to beat Antola. Antola is tied with us in the championship right now, and they are currently in second on fresh medium, so they are the net race leader. Okay, so we have to boogie. We need to absolutely deliver on this lap. We are creating a bit of a gap. We are going to be coming back from I kind of messed up the second part of that double chicane there. We're going to be having to make a charge on the last lap on the soft tires to catch back up. It's going to be a little bit audacious. Can we do it? Oh no, I got a terrible exit on the last corner. So we only have less than a second. We basically have to make up the full pit stop on this lap in order to win the championship. Not to mention Voss is up into third, which I think is, yeah. You know, even if they just finish on the podium and we win the race, I don't think that is enough of a point differential for us to win the championship. And we are also a full 6.5 seconds behind Antola. That gap really could have been much lower. So yeah, I think unfortunately it's not looking like we're going to win this challenge. But I am going to get second place this race, which I think I'm very proud of. This is going to be 3 straight podiums. Yeah, Antola's still 5.8 seconds ahead. I wonder how much time I can take out in these last couple of corners. Yeah, I made up about a second on that last corner sequence there. So, you know, it would have been a long shot, but if I had just absolutely nailed that last lap, I don't know. I think that we would have had a chance to be battling. You could imagine if we were in Antola's DRS on that last lap, maybe, just maybe, we would have had a chance to pull off the miracle upset and come away with the championship. But as it stands, I think we end up finishing third overall. You know, it was a heck of a season. I'm proud of us. You know, we really left it all out there on the track. What other platitudes can I throw out there? I need to check on my media training. Anyway, we have all the offers. You know, I think Fescari is definitely the most tempting, but I'm gonna stick with Bond Racing because you know Bond Racing is life, and we're gonna go 3 years. We're gonna really commit with the team that we started this journey with. We're gonna take them all the way to the top. We nearly got there this year with a just completely unexpected third place in the Drivers' Championship. I also managed to get all the way up into Bond Racing, finished third in the team standings as well. And full credit to Sally, who was the 8th rated driver in the power rankings overall for the season and contributed 4 points to our total, which is, you know, maybe compared to my 51 points, not super impressive, but compared to us being 10th in the team power rankings, I think a very solid outcome. The game does account for your relative performance to your teammate in determining these rankings. And even with that, Sally is still up there in 8th. So that's just job well done. Good job, Sally. We also managed to get our performance rank all the way up to platinum in our rookie season, which I think that's pretty good. So overall, a lot to celebrate, even if we didn't quite pull off the challenge in the end. 70% AI is I think tricky, but hey, the demo is out. If you would like to try this challenge for yourself, you can. If you're able to do it, please let me know. Jump into the Discord, say hi. Yeah, thanks so much for checking the game out. See you later. Bye.